Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? These games here again. And I welcome you back to World of Tanks patch 9.5 tank reviews. In this episode we are going to take our first look at new Tier 7 special premium tank T28 Concept. This is one of the 4 new individual mission reward tanks. So as always, at first going to take a look at specs, going to talk about strengths and weaknesses, and in the end gameplay. Let's get going. As always, before jumping into action, just keep in mind that all the stats are from public test version 1, so some stats still can change. But looking at the tank from the side, we can see that side armor is 101mm thick, traverse speed 18 degrees per second, and weight 70.6 tons. That tank, you have no idea how slowly during tank this is. It is crazy. Moving on to the rear of the tank, we can see that the rear armor 50mm, engine power 960 horsepower with top speed of 29 kph, and I was actually really surprised how fast it was getting up to like 25 km per hour, so well played. In front of the tank we can see that frontal armor is 203mm thick. Lower plate area and some parts on the gun mantle as well, that turning gun mantle there, but the roof is without any armor, sights 100 as said. Hit points 880. It is going to be enough if this tank gets preferential matchmaking. Otherwise, you have to be lucky not to get 2 shot at every game. And finally the gun, that fat boomstick 105mm D5. Standard shells penetration 181, average damage 320. So versus tier 7 versus tier 8 tanks, this is going to be more than you need. Aiming time is actually quite good, 2.3 seconds. But the accuracy, dispersion 0.4. For USA tank it is quite bad. But do you know what is even worse? Rate of fire and TPM. 6 rounds per minute with TPM of 1920. Let's compare this number to E25. E25 has 2.7k. SU 12244 2929. And AT15 has around 2000. So definitely they need to do something with this TPM because right now this tank is clearly underperforming. Anything good about the tank? Well, armor can be drolly sometimes. For example, like in this situation. Me cruising around in my T28 Concept. I see Porsche, I see Charioteer. Both pretty strong tier 8 tank destroyers, and that Charioteer actually in here uses the placeholder gun with 268 penetration, and I still bounced. Porsche using the beacon, 3rd bounce, and 4th bounce, that actually bounced off from my hull into the 3rd, so 4 bounces in total. Let's finish up that Porsche. Goodbye, tier 8 tank destroyers. But what are the weak spots of the tank? Versus KV-13, 144mm penetration. Hull is pretty strong, and here we go. That area over here and in here are huge weak spots, because side armor as said is 100, and that carries on to the little gun turrets as well. So obvious weak spots if you want to destroy that tank. Now, second pretty obvious weak spot is commander hatches. It has 3 commander hatches, so pretty, yeah, easily penetratable. Actually the roof armor is 0. If you had chance, just take a shot on the roof. This area over here should be around 200. Half of the gun mantle should be 200, so rest of the tank is same as side armor. Gun mantle, spaced armor as on every tank basically. Don't shoot that, because this is one of the strongest parts on every tank. If you want to take a shot, maybe really accurate shot, shoot in here. You have chance to penetrate that area. Otherwise, don't try that at home. Now to sum it up, what do we know? It is extremely slowly turning tank. It has exactly the same traverse speed as T95 has. And that should tell you something. Doom Turtle T95 has exactly the same traverse speed as T28 Concept. Overall speed, as said, surprisingly fast. Okay, fast and T28 Concept in the same sentence is wrong, but you know what I mean. It went up to 25 pretty easily, so I was surprised there. Gun DPM is horrible, really. They need to buff that a little bit. If you're going to compare this tank to other tier 7 tank destroyers, then this guy here needs some buff. Armor is going to be, let's say, decent at the best, because from long range you're going to be fine. You're going to bounce some shots, but in close range you have to be extremely lucky, like I was in that clip versus Porsche and Charioteer, because you just have too many weak spots. And the fact that it is so easy to circle you, thanks to non-existing traverse speed. Yeah, I believe it is time to jump into the battle, but before I need to put one question to rest. All these tanks, T28 Concept, T55A, Objective 60 that I have reviewed on my channel, they are not standard premium vehicles. They are not making extra credits. What they are doing, they are good only for having fun and for crew draining, because they still have that extra crew draining ratio, premium tank ratio, but they are not making credits. And to get those tanks, you have to play individual missions. You have to complete all these missions. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now let's jump into the battle. And for the start, just take a look how slow a turning tank this is. If you try to accelerate and turn at the same time, then yeah, good luck with that. Actually, turning while standing still is faster, obviously, but just to prove my point here. And speed, again, as I said, a little uphill here, and I was doing 24, I believe was the maximum speed. All I can say is not so bad at all for 70.6 ton tank. It's like driving with house, really. But the good thing about this server, every time I'm playing with T28 Concept, T55A or Objective 60, I'm feeling like rockstar. Everyone are asking how I got it, how is it, stuff like that. So that's the start of this battle as well, if you didn't notice. It feels good, I feel special. Anyways, speeding up a little bit, skipping boring driving, and we can see IS-6, our first victim. First shot, standard AP round, but going to load in APCR because IS-6's armor can be super trollish sometimes, especially from long range. But check that out. Bam! I was actually pretty proud about that shot. Nicely timed shot, straight into the middle of the tank, and boom, kill. So, good start for me. Penetration plus good kill. Tracked IS-6 seems like he doesn't have a repair kit or good crew. Premium shot didn't do anything, didn't even track him. So standard shot penetration 181 and premium shot penetration 224. So versus tier 8s and maybe versus tier 9s as well, because right now they are testing this tank. Maybe this is getting preferential matchmaking on live server as well, maybe not, we don't know. So versus these guys, this premium shot comes in very handy. But sometimes even 224 is not going to be enough. So you need to carry a lot of those, sadly. But we'll see. So got that guy with pretty nice shot again. And time to move up. If you didn't notice, by the way, then they didn't spot us even once. So OP camo is OP. I'm running 6 cents on this tank. I'm running this tank with D110 E3 crew. As said, this is not going to make you extra credits, but this is going to boost your crew a lot. Plus 50% experience to your crew if you are running your same nation and same type of tank crew in this tank. D34 free. Now check this out, guys. I'm using AP rounds versus this guy. Tier 8, First bounce. Too easy, too easy. Aiming time on the gun is really nice, as we see in here. But here is Charioteer. We are not going to bounce that. We have to be lucky to do that. Lucky as in our first clip, but yeah, not this time. Luckily we are penetrating the T34 free with standard shots. And we bounced another shot from him. Charioteer penetrated our strongest part of the armor. Still using AP, maybe one more pen. Oh god, that sounded like he fired primo shot at us and he bounced. And we managed to get extremely lucky shot versus this guy. Loading in APCR just to finish him off, but seems like Jack Tiger is going to do that work for me. So all tanks are going to be dead in here. Let's head back towards our base because we can see Challenger and Charioteer. Those two guys are rushing our guys. So let's go back fast. Not speeding up here, or legit speed. Okay, only Challenger left, nice. They were able to deal with that Charioteer. Dangerous target, Challenger, come on, where are you going to be? 30 is one shot for him. Maybe if he's going to be lucky, he's going to bounce one or two shots. But we have to be accurate with our shot. Come on! Ah! Goodbye 30 and goodbye Challenger. So we didn't save our 30, but we got the final kill, which is nice. Master Brad says tanker, no medals, few ribbons, 1600 experience and 40,000 credits. So here you can see that this is not making extra credits and I'm running with premium account. 2725 damage done. In tier 8 game to get 3 kills, 2725 damage versus tier 8s is not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Fired 14 shots, penetrated 9 of them. Yeah, we missed some, we bounced some, but we were pretty lucky against that T34 free actually, so can't be mad. And we lost 6k credits because we were using some APCR against IS-6. You need that, sometimes you need that. So that was perfect example for you to show the strengths of the armor. As I said, from the distance you're going to do fine, and you are bouncing like 4 shots from tier 8 in tier 7 tank destroyer is really good. So this is T28 Concept. Take it or leave it. Well, if you want to get object 260 or T55A for example, then you have to take it, because before getting those 2 tanks you have to play through T28 Concept missions as well. And I believe the time is not limited, how long time it takes to get from one tank to another. Just take your time. They should buff rate of fire a bit and I don't know, accuracy maybe, to be decent sniper, because in this tank you can't rush and you have to be supportive, but to snipe with that accuracy is not so reliable. So I don't know, yeah. We have to work out some better strategy for this later on live server, when we can actually test this out. If we are going to finish our missions, of course. So guys, this was a little preview about T28 Concept. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was informative for you. Consider leaving me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. And your thoughts, what you think about this weird looking, beautiful, at the same time ugly tank. I get you next time. Take care guys, bye.